I have a chronic pain condition, so I have to really
Chronic
orientate.
pain.
So I have a chronic.
Boy, when people say chronic,
It's serious.
I think of the word. Boy, would I tell you?
Life threatening.
Boy.
How the hell do y'all allow somebody to continuously dump their head in the fire? Where was everybody?
But see, that's the thing. I don't think that was the case. I think this person, nobody was paying attention to them for real, and they just snapped. And then my thing is, they had to do it. They wanted to die because there's no way. First of all, that hurts. I'm thinking about how long did this person have to even sit their head in this deep fryer for it to do any damage before their brain told them pull out? Because that's been a proven fact that when you go to harm yourself, if you're not really like a suicidal person, obviously because they say that affects different parts of your brain. If you're not a truly suicidal person, your brain is going to tell you to stop. Exactly, like biting yourself. You're not going to bite yourself to where you bite your finger off. So I feel like that person was really on the edge. Like, yeah, that person was really going through it, and today was just a day. And they was like, I can't not go to work. And then if I kill myself at home, ain't nobody gonna find me. So let me go to work and kill myself.
Very selfish move.
It
Not
was.
everybody on shift gotta think about that.
What if we was in Olive Garden? Now we got to find a different Olive Garden because I'm traumatized because they now have to close that Olive Garden and do an investigation and make sure that there was nothing happening at his job as well. Because considering it happened at the job, that's now a crime scene as well. So now, okay, well, what was happening exactly?
On the cameras.
Yep.
With audio.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing better be deleted. Yo, welcome back to the Likkle Table. We are your host, your favorite neighborhood roster.
And your favorite co-host, Tracy.
Here, episode 71. This will be an Am I the A-Hole episode. But before we get into that, we'll do something a little different. Seen something on social media the other day, Stranger Things related. And I felt like it would be, cool to do it on the show rather than just because it is the
I ain't know nothing about this, by the way, so this is a surprise to me.
It's Kill One, Save Three.
Oh, hell yeah, let's get to it. Let's get right to it. Yeah, let's get on it.
So I want to say we got 8 different slides.
Because I already got my list. If you ain't make it off that list by the time the seasons was over, especially by the time that the whole series was over as a whole, your ass is getting out of there. You're going. Let's get to
it. Kill One, Save Three, first 4. You got the Dream Team. You got Lucas, Dustin, Mike, and Will. You gotta kill 1 to save 3.
All right, let's evaluate this.
I already know mine.
We can't. I can't personally kill Dustin. He's the brains of this shit.
Dustin ain't going
He
nowhere.
ain't going nowhere. When I tell you, you touch him, I'm gonna touch you. Pause. Pause. But yeah, he can't go nowhere. He can't go nowhere because without him, they wouldn't even have the telepathical phones and shit.
Niggas would have died in season 1.
Thank you. Honestly, we can wrap all this shit up. Mike gotta go. You wanna know why? Because he was worried about that bitch versus his friend. Because let's think about it. Ever since he fucking found 11 and he started crushing on her ass, Will had shit going on. You was more focused on 11 ass.
You know what?
You was worried about your dog, but you wasn't worried about your dog how you should have been worried about your dog.
You know what's crazy? My initial
was
kill was Will.
Why? Because he was a sissy.
No, that doesn't have anything to do. He just found himself in very vulnerable situations. Like first episode, first season, you get kidnapped. We didn't even get into your character good yet before you go through something traumatic. I'm not.
I might renege. Keep
Lucas,
going.
he not going nowhere.
Cause he's black.
Hell yeah, it's Black History Month. You crazy? You thought I was gonna kill the only black person on the show other than Erica? Out of them
I'm
three,
not saying
or
that you
four.
would, and I'm not saying that he's an option for me. But if we had to make a list, he would be the very last person on the list. And let me tell you why. Because let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. And I don't like, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't really like how they did them. Why the freak was we so tuned in to everybody else's family except Lucas's? Granted, yes, we weren't really tuned in on Dustin. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? We weren't really tuned in on Dustin because we knew his mama was like a crazy paranoid control freak or whatever. Cool. We knew that. But in reality, like, Lucas was just a homeboy that was supportive. Like, he wasn't gonna let his dogs, you feel what I'm saying, go outside. You feel me? And then on top of that, we didn't really know nothing about his parents. We just knew that everybody's parents was close because their kids was close. So shoot, when one ride, we all ride. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
I
I
don't even
get
think
that.
we seen Lucas's parents until the
Exactly
last
my
episode
point.
when they was
So it's
graduating.
like if we had to make
when
when they was looking for them,
when
they was looking for them at several points, and we did see them.
not even that when they had the Ghostbusters outfit on.
Oh
they
yeah,
was
yeah,
taking
yeah,
the
yeah,
pictures.
yeah. You're right.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. So if we had to do a hierarchy list, Lucas would be the last on my list, and he's only getting spared that much because they didn't give us that much about him. Like, he was really just a supportive homeboy. Like, he not gonna let his dogs go outside.
See, I would say,
and then when his sister got involved,
under him because Dustin, like I said, he's not going nowhere. Like,
then switch it. Yeah, you're right. Switch it.
He's the bread and butter.
Like, yeah, switch it. You're right.
If it wasn't for him pairing up with Susie, if that's her name,
yeah,
niggas would have died season 3 in Russia.
I can't even believe these niggas got all the way to Russia. Like, bro, do you know?
But yeah, but your reasoning for Mike, it definitely swayed me to him.
Because let me tell you why.
Because at the end, Will definitely had a bigger impact with getting the powers, being connected.
Right, and now all of a sudden you just Will the Will the Wise. You wanna hype him up when he Will the Wise when he crying and wanna get his ass whooped, and all of a sudden when he got powers and stuff, you wanna hype him up to the fullest extent. I don't like that. I don't like that. Like, granted, yes, worry about your lady. You feel what I'm saying? But if it wasn't for your lady beating the hell out of Mr. What's it /1 / Vecna /Henry, we wouldn't even be in this situation if you really want to be technical. Because they was fighting and he snapped, and that's why he killed all them people. So really, if it wasn't for them, they would have never got into it.
He snapped and killed all of those people, and that's why they fought. You remember he told 11 to not leave a certain room, and then when she was in the room, she was hearing all the screaming and stuff like that, and walked out and was seeing everybody dead, all the kids and stuff mutilated.
Didn't he do that though?
Yes.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. They fought after he did that.
Right. That's what I'm saying. He killed all them damn people, and then they fought, and then after that, it was just what the end was gonna be. But see, I also feel like
she sent that boy to the sunken place.
Exactly my point. And what was his thing? But see, that's not the point. The point is he went there and he targets vulnerable children. You can't blame that boy for being vulnerable. You can't blame him for being timid. You can't blame him for just being like that. Look at his freaking mama. Look at Joyce. Joyce! Drive! She could not get them kids. So you can't blame him. That's what I'm saying.
So yeah,
you can't. He would be. Will would be second. Lucas would be third. Dustin would be fourth. But Will ass is number one. Cause let's be for real. What did Mike do?
So you
Mike. Oh, kill Mike and save the rest.
Right.
In that order.
Okay.
Like, if we had.
You said Will is number one, what did you mean by that?
I mean, not number one. I meant Mike. I meant to say Mike was number one, as in kill. Okay. He was the one to kill and save the rest. Yeah, I blame him being a sissy on Joyce. And not even a sissy meaning like punk gay. I'm talking about literally scary, sissified, timid.
Because he was sheltered.
Exactly my point. That's her fault.
All right.
And then he gonna yell at the damn thing and tell him, leave me alone.
Next 4. Kill 1, save 3. You got Steve Harrington.
Well, let's first hold on, pause
Myers,
before we even go anywhere.
Jonathan Byers.
Y'all know Nancy Walk 'em Down ain't going nowhere. Nancy Walk 'em Down ain't going mother sucking nowhere. Okay? Nowhere. She's not going.
If I had to,
it'd be a girl. I only feel like
Jonathan out of that.
Tell me why.
He didn't. The only thing
you feel like he didn't do enough for his brother.
Not even that. He was hella supportive for his brother. I give him
that.
Now
wait, because he knew he was gay before he knew he was gay.
But as far as the impact that he had on the group in general,
least impact.
He didn't have enough highlights. Like
Steve
was in the field.
He was, and that's why I said her and because I can't say that he didn't really do nothing.
Robin was in the field too. That's why I said
exactly. I get what you're saying, because she definitely was in the truck and running and kicking.
Like I said, the only thing he really did that was like real detrimental was save Steve.
Yeah.
When Steve was about to fall off the tower. That's literally the only thing that
Jonathan can go. And then when he started smoking that weed, it was over with.
It was useless. All you want to do is get high.
I don't blame you, bro. But think about it though.
Regular weed. He was smoking that Native American stuff.
Because he was
so that had a lot
to do with it.
It might have had a little pot in it too.
And you see how when shit got sticky, even the Native American, he left for a little bit. Nah, y'all doing the wrong shit.
He didn't come back season 5.
That's what I'm saying.
He did his due diligence and he got the hell
go. See y'all late could see my weed ain't strong enough for this.
He was all the way in California too.
Oh yeah, and they didn't go back.
The only reason they met was because they moved out.
You're right. Okay, so rewind. Yeah, you're right. He can go. He can definitely go.
Yeah, Nancy's not going nowhere.
Because she was good with like the radio and all that good stuff. So like when so when it came to doing certain stuff, like she was on it. Like her responses was like, yeah. Mm-hmm. Now I ain't gonna lie. If that girl she messing with on here, just know she's the bitch that's dying. I don't care who else around her. Her ass is going.
Okay, so we
talk about
killing
Jonathan. My dog was going through withdrawal. I'll show you a withdrawal. My foot cross your ass.
Oh, the kids. We got Erica, Holly, Derek, and Susie.
Susie ain't going
That's
nowhere.
Her name. And I ain't gonna lie. It probably have to be Holly.
Lucy can go. Holly? Is Lucy or is it Holly? Holly?
Their little sister?
Yeah. Holly she can go. She could definitely go.
Derek,
Erica, dipshit Derek, I swear to God, y'all could get Swiss cheese about my dog. Delightful and Derek.
Erica, that's what I say. You can't spell America without Erica. So it's
what the hell going on in America?
She came in the clutch too many times. Holly, she took too long.
Now hold up.
She took too long to get active.
Did she make it off my list?
Who?
Susie.
Why was she ever on the list?
Oh, so you could act like you don't recall she made Dustin sing that damn song. Like
I don't think that's list worthy. Because even then, she's still
this not the problem
with the number. Because she was right. Dustin, you calling me about a number that you should know.
It's not about that. It's the fact that.
And I ain't heard from you in how long?
She could have argued with him after.
She didn't know what was going on though.
Because she wouldn't let him tell her. My point exactly.
Nah, he wouldn't really like.
Oh yeah, you're right. He wasn't using his words. Yeah. Right. So we're gonna blame that on him. But yeah, she made my list for that. Because you could have argued with your man after that. What they say? Defend me in public, correct me in private. You were supposed to defend me in front of all these people. I got 13 motherfucking people on the other side of this walkie-talkie, and you want to get to singing the goddamn Broadway musical on the walkie-talkie. You get what I'm saying? It don't matter. The number was up there. It was too big. That's what I'm saying. Niggas was in different parts of the city, different parts of the damn world. Niggas was all the way in Russia with telepathic phoned brick walkie-talkies. I'm talking about phone big as my arm. Salt Bay shit. You feel me? That's how big the phone was. So with that being said, yeah, Holly can go.
Yeah,
Susie,
she took too long to get active.
Susie, you was definitely was, because you want to sit up there and look at. First of all, we ain't even gonna get there yet. We gonna wait till we get to her picture because we gonna talk about that. You can continue though, but it's got to do with Holly.
So kill Holly, save
knock
everybody
her the hell
else.
off. Wait, go back. You know what? You want to know the real reason why Holly got a damn die? Bitch, you got kidnapped by 4 times. Yep. You broke free.
One of the times wasn't her fault.
And that's why I say we can wait to get to that, because I feel like I know where you're gonna go with this. But yeah, her ass got kidnapped by 3 times, 4 times. You couldn't. You wanted to be there at that point.
Like the spirit.
You got took from the real world to the upside down, from the upside down to the thing that Vecna was plugged into.
All right, next foe. Oh, the adults.
Kill her husband.
Got Joyce out.
Kill the husband. We can make this quick.
Get there. You know, there's people listening to this on Spotify and stuff like that. They not seeing the pictures, so we gotta let them know who the options.
Because who the hell even put him on here?
We got Joyce Byers. We got Karen Wheeler.
Not going nowhere.
John Hopper or Jim Hopper. Jim Hopper. I think that was his first name. Jim.
It was Jim
Hopper. And then we got Mr.
Wheeler, punk. Woo! Boy, let me tell you something.
I don't even know why they made this slide.
She could have been a single mother in this movie. Real talk. Because Karen? There should have been no way. Yes, there should have been no way Karen was in the hospital and heard them put out a damn Amber APB alert on the dang
he was in a
hospital thing and got what you said what?
He was in a coma at that point. There was literally nothing that he could do right then and there. Yeah. However, he definitely dropped the ball. Before this.
When she was in the house getting slashed the hell up by that Demogorgon thing.
Granted, it took her a minute to get to Holly too, because she was on that wine and stuff.
She was on that wine like my grandma. Because when my grandma get on that wine, she ain't going nowhere. And she may answer. And if she answer, boy, you better say the right shit. Mm-hmm. But yeah, she was on that wine underwater. She came up. She made the list for that, but she got off because she went down there with that wine bottle and went to work on that Demogorgon. Now, granted, she got her ass sliced up too. I thought she wasn't going to make it, but she made it. Mm-hmm. Then
she came in the clutch at the hospital.
This lady, like I said, was in the hospital bed, got up out the gown. My dog was pulling the damn IV pole down the hallway, and she took 3 oxygen tanks and blew up 3 or 4 Demogorgon dog things. I don't know which one was after them at that point, but at that point it didn't matter because they was blown the hell up.
Yeah,
in the laundry room of the hospital.
At the Demodog phase, I don't think they was at the Demogorgon phase.
You're right. Yeah. How does lady find them in the hospital laundry room?
She probably just followed the carnage.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're definitely right.
Following the trail of stuff knocked over. So yeah,
Karen ain't going nowhere. She's first on the list to live. Hopper is second. Mm-hmm. Joyce, you are third, and you're not moving from third. Meaning you ain't making second, and you can get fourth if I feel nice that day. But you are definitely third. Half of this shit is your fault.
Yeah.
Half of this shit your fault. And then you act like you couldn't get them damn keys and stay together. Because see, he told her he didn't want to take her on these damn missions. Anyway. And you just had to go. You just had to go.
Son.
Thank you. And every time you went.
More damage than good.
Exactly. Every damn time she get her ass knocked down or over.
Hell, I feel like she was honestly the reason why Bob died. Because I feel like had she not been standing where she was, he wouldn't have stopped after he closed the door. He would have kept running towards the other door. and the other.
And remind me how Bob died, because I just had to remember what Bob looked like, and all I remember.
The dude that told Will about what he used to do, screaming at.
Oh yeah.
Him. He died at the hospital when the Demogorgons came in there looking for them and Joyce Hopper and Will, if I'm not mistaken. But they was all running out of the hospital, and Joyce Hopper and somebody else that they was with, they had made it out, but Joyce was like in the lobby part pretty much, and he had came out of the hallway and closed the door. But when he turned around and seen her, he stopped and smiled. I feel like if she was on the other side of the door with Jim and them, where she was supposed to be, he wouldn't have stopped and smiled and would have kept running and would have been alive.
You're right. Yeah, she's third on the list.
All right, next phone.
Who the hell is he?
All right. We got
already
Eddie,
know what I'm gonna say.
Eddie. We got Billy. We got Christy or Christine. I don't remember which one. And we got Barb.
I don't even remember them bottom two. It might be a weed talk to me.
Christy is the girl that died in Eddie's trailer.
Oh yeah. That even that had even started the case and stuff like that for them to start looking for her, and then that's how they started looking for Eddie. Okay, yes, there we go. See,
Barb is the one that died by the pool when season 1 when Nancy was talking to Steve and they had went to Steve's house or somebody's house that had a pool, and all of them was outside, and Steve and Nancy went inside, and Barb wanted to leave, but she didn't leave. And that's when Jonathan was just so happened to be looking for Will in the vicinity and heard them all at the pool and stuff, and kind of witnessed but didn't witness her get taken. So that's Barb.
See, well, I don't remember that part. Eddie is getting saved. Eddie's getting saved.
No, you can knock Billy the hell out. Billy gotta go.
I said Eddie. Eddie can get saved.
Oh yeah, I'm saying
Eddie can
Billy
get
has
saved.
to go.
Yeah, Billy definitely has to go. I don't give a damn about none of that change of heart at the end. I don't give a flying, excuse my language, baby. I don't give a flying, flipping, flapjack fuck about none of the change of heart that he had at the goddamn end. Because this nigga got possessed, and then when it possessed more people, and then possessed the whole family, and then knocked the family off, and then you tried to kill your own goddamn sister, and then you went after her friend.
Stepsister.
It don't matter. It don't matter. That didn't have... His sister didn't have nothing. Max didn't have nothing to do with how his daddy was moving, because in reality, they could have teamed up and double teamed the damn daddy, if you really wanted to be technical. Because meaning that he felt some type of way about the fact of how his daddy and how quick Max mama and his daddy got together. I also feel like Max felt some type of way too, but because Billy hated her so freaking bad, she couldn't bask in her own feelings. She was more worried about being terrorized by her evil ass stepbrother. So I feel like if she wasn't being terrorized by him, I feel like it would have went a completely different route, because that's why I feel like he got possessed, because of the type of person he was in the storyline. He was already an evil, nasty, manipulative person. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, he definitely can pick him. Yeah, like, oh yeah, I like him. Real stand-up, nasty guy.
I need him.
Yeah.
Strong, fit young man. I need him.
I'm actually glad they tried to burn his ass up in that sauna. It didn't do nothing, but
Alright, so Billy gotta go.
Dead.
Without him, a lot of that stuff could have been avoided.
Thank you.
Next fold. Alright, so we got the boy that was bullying Will and them.
I'm gonna let you get it out.
We got the girl that was bullying 11 in season 4. That was pretending to be her friend, but was really,
the girl with this bang.
Yeah. I don't remember who this girl is in the bottom left hand corner.
I don't either.
But I know for a fact the dude is Chrissy's boyfriend.
The girl from the last one.
Yeah.
Right.
The dude that pretty much almost shot Lucas and died when the split happened. He was laying on the ground and it split his body. So he's dead anyway. So,
so we can't even.
We can't save him.
We can't save him. He's gotta die. Like.
But I mean, if I had to choose,
old girl with these curls, because we don't know who the hell she is.
Honestly, you can knock everybody in this picture off. I don't want to save anybody. Yeah, she was messing with 11. He was messing with Will. I don't know what she was doing, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't nothing good.
He was messing with Lucas because Lucas knew Will and them, and he knew about Dungeons and Dragons. It was calling them a Hellfire, yeah. And he was calling them a cult and all this other stuff. So yeah, you're right. Kill the whole page. Burn it up.
Yes. That was quick. Next 4. Ooh, interesting. We got Bob. That's the one that died.
We can't kill him. He didn't do nothing to nobody.
We got I want to say his name is Nikolai.
No.
Or
Nikki. No, it's something. It's something feminine. I feel like it's something feminine. I can't remember.
It's something foreign.
Yeah. Papa can go.
We got Papa, and then we got the girl from the pool that Billy possessed, and she went back and possessed her family. Well, got her family back.
Okay, well, let's defend her case real quick because, like we said, without Billy, a lot of shit could have been avoided.
Right.
So, considering the fact that he was handpicked by Satan himself,
exactly,
and he
used the mind flayer technically,
which possessed Henry's mind /1/Vecna/Mr. Whatsit, and then he got the Billy. So technically, it's not her fault that anything happened on her end. It's
wrong
Billy's
place,
fault.
Wrong time.
Exactly. You can't kill him.
Bob?
No.
Oh, the Russian dude?
Yeah. Because he didn't even want to be there for real. He didn't even want to have to do any
that,
of this.
And his character actually started to grow on me.
It did. Especially
when
they
got
went to
knocked
the carnival.
off at the carnival, I was upset. Because Murray told you not to take him out of the car. Literally. And what did you do?
You took him out the car.
And what happened?
He died.
He got shot in front of millions.
It's not.
The nigga shot him and kept walking. Like he didn't miss a step. How did?
With a silencer. At that. Nobody.
He died eating a corn dog or something, or he was eating or drinking something that he ain't never had before. It was a good moment.
So Papa can go.
Yeah.
He started all this shit anyway.
Technically.
Well, technically, did he really start this shit? Or was it really Henry? Because remember, Henry found that case.
Henry already had powers, but he was always over the program. Even before he was in Hawkins. You remember he was stealing babies and stuff already before he even got there.
So yeah, you're right. Yeah, he gotta go.
Papa out of there. Papa.
Definitely can go.
Alright, last 4. Ooh. We have L/11. We have Max. We got Kai. That's the name, right? Kai /number 8 or 6, whatever.
8.
It was one of those. And then we got Robin, old lady. I forgot her name. Which just so happened to be somebody you mentioned earlier that better not pop up on these.
Yes. I don't like her. I don't like Robin's old lady. I don't like her. You want to know why? Because she said my dog was going through withdrawal. When she asked for the truth and told her the truth, you told this girl she was going through withdrawal. And the only reason you felt like you could look at her and tell she was going through withdrawal is because she was running from the goddamn police and dimmer dogs and shit.
Makeup smeared and stuff.
Like, come on now.
Sweating.
Like,
She was tired.
Exactly. So I don't like her. And her character served no fucking purpose.
Yeah, not really.
Because, well, I don't know. Because if it wasn't for her, Max would have got her ass took again. Well, they did get took. And she ended up telling.
Right.
And she ended
She
up
did take
telling.
Max into
And
that
that's when
wall.
they end up going to that place. And that's where they found a whole plan. Because they dumbasses left it out on the damn projector
wall,
screen and on the wall and shit. So yeah, that bitch can die.
Right.
Because honestly and truly, the only reason Callie pissed me off was because she wanted 11 to kill herself with her. Like, the fact that, like, you convinced
Granted, it
this
was
girl.
for a good cause.
Like, yeah, it was for a good cause, but, like.
To end the cycle and make sure that it can't happen again. However, that definitely wasn't your decision to make.
Exactly. Her. Making that girl
like, you
feel
can kill
bad.
yourself.
Thank you. Like, trying to make that girl feel bad that, well, to me, that's what it came off as. That, like, we should really do this. Yeah, she was trying to guilt trip her. Like, if you don't kill yourself, they gonna get your blood again and make more of us. And it's gonna be pregnant women in here. Like, I didn't like that. Because if that was the case, why you didn't kill yourself when you seen what was going on? You just like me. You was more powerful than me when I first met you. Now that I'm more powerful than you, you want me to kill myself.
Yeah. And she wasn't worried about killing herself when she was with that group of people either.
Exactly.
Pulling them scams and stuff.
Exactly. Now all of a sudden you go through all of this and the immediate answer is to kill yourself, not kill the people that's doing it to you. Yeah, nah, bitch. You might be the one I kill.
That's
now
why
I'm
Hopper
getting
left her
mad all
behind.
over again. Yeah, that's exactly what your pussy ass get. That's exactly what your ass get.
That was interesting. Some little news.
Ooh, they done raised my blood pressure with that
one. All right, now we can get into the first Am I the A-hole segment. Well, Am I the A-hole story. Now, when I was looking into these, the the format has kind of changed, and some of them didn't provide a lot of context until I started to read the story.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because I'm good at filling in some stuff. Lay it on me. Pause.
So this first one says.
The first one.
This is the title. It just says, I have been with my partner for 4 years. That's all it says. She then says, I have been with my partner for a little over 4 years. She's a 29-year-old female. He's a 32-year-old male. Okay. We've talked about building a life together, but we're not married and we don't have kids. Last year, my aunt passed and left me her small townhouse. What's up, Auntie?
Auntie fucked with him for real. Her.
It's not fancy.
Oh, this is the female speaking. Yeah. Okay, all right.
It's not fancy.
Wait, she gay?
No. Oh, it's a 29-year-old female and a 32-year-old male.
Okay, gotcha. Heard. It's the female telling the story. Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
She says, it's not fancy. It's older and kind of creaky, but it's in a decent area and it has changed my life. Before that, I was renting and basically watching my savings evaporate every month. After the inheritance, I used most of my savings to fix it up. New roof patches, plumbing work, replace some unsafe outlets, boring but expensive stuff. About 7 months ago, we moved in together because his lease ended and it made sense. Plus, I genuinely wanted to live with him.
I mean, 4 years, separate households. Yeah.
We split utilities and groceries, and he pays me a set amount each month that's less than what he paid in rent before. It's not a huge profit thing. It covers part of the property tax and repairs. I still pay the majority of the big costs because they come up and it's my name on everything. Here's the issue. Recently, he started bringing up that it feels unequal, that we both live here, but I'm the only one building equity. He says he's not trying to take my aunt's gift. He just wants to feel secure, like if something happened between us, he wouldn't end up starting over with nothing. I do understand the fear, and I've tried to address it in practical ways. I offered to write a cohabitation agreement with a lawyer, something that says he gets reimbursed if he pays into major improvements, or that I'd give him a certain amount of notice and some help if we ever split. I even
Reasonable.
I even suggested we open a joint savings account only for the house, where we both contribute and then we both see where the money goes. He shut all of that down and said paperwork like that makes us sound like roommates and not partners. Then last week he asked me straight up when I'm putting him on the deed. I laughed because I thought
I
it
knew
was a
that was
joke,
coming.
and he got quiet and said he was serious. He said if I really see him as my future, I should want us to own things together, and that keeping the house only in my name is me holding power. He also mentioned his mom thinks it's a red flag that I'm basically his landlord. Now I feel gross even typing that because I don't want that dynamic. But also, I don't want to hand over half of an asset I inherited and paid to repair, especially when we're not married and he still has a lot of debt, student loans, some credit cards, etc. When I said I'm not comfortable adding him to the deed,
Getting down to the nitty gritty. Talk to me.
she said,
Because I got some shit to say. You
she said
sorry sack of shit.
when I said I'm not comfortable adding him to the deed, he accused me of not trusting him and said I'm acting like he's a risk. I
You
told him I love him, but love doesn't erase reality. He's been colder since then and keeps making comments like, must be nice to have a safety net. Would I be the a-hole if I stick to no, even if it makes him feel insecure?
no. And here's where I tell you why. Because number one, like you said, it changed your life.
Mm-hmm.
What you said, you was watching your savings dwindle away. So you mean to tell me in the 4 years that you've been together that he didn't try to upgrade to a bigger apartment so that way you can move into his apartment, considering he was already stable. He was paying more rent where he was at before he moved in with you, meaning that he was having. So considering the fact that he didn't think about that initially, he ain't shit, in my opinion, for even forming his lips to ask you that, because it wasn't like you was struggling and he was struggling.
Mm-hmm.
No, she said she was struggling, and she said he was working and had an apartment, and the only reason he moved in was because his lease ended. Right. It wasn't because he was broke. It wasn't because he got evicted. It wasn't because he had to get a different job in a different city. It wasn't because of none of that. It was strictly off the strength of we date, we fuck with each other, we want to be with each other, fuck it, let's move in. The next thing being you inherited something. Right. Just because you inherit something does not mean it's gonna always be good, i.e. the roof repairs, the outlets, and all that. So regardless of if she had a job or savings or the inheritance or not, she would have still had to work to fix this stuff.
Where was he when she was making all these repairs?
Exactly my point. Were you buying into these repairs as well? Because it sounded like she was using the inheritance money.
Unless she just inherited the house. I think it was just the house.
Oh, I thought she said something about inheritance.
The inheritance was the house.
That's it?
I think so.
Oh, well, even then, regardless of the fact of she was struggling before she got the house, and not once did you ever offer to replenish her savings. And when I mean replenish her savings, I don't mean drop $7,000, $10,000 dollars in there. Mm-hmm. What I mean is, if she taking $500 out, are you at least giving her $250, knowing that she's struggling and you already got it like that?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And not to say you got it like that, but if you were paying higher rent than her, you didn't have to break your lease, you moved that. So that means you got your move-in deposit back, sound like. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it sounds like he was a very well-established man prior to them moving in together. So for me, it's just a red flag that an established man is going from wanting to be established to wanting to be taken care of. Who the fuck gonna wear the skirt? Boom, let's move forward. For him to turn down the agreement, I don't agree. Exactly. I don't agree with him turning it down. The only thing that was kind of like was the statement of the landlord thing or the roommate thing. Like, Like, think about it. Like, we laying in the same bed and we got an agreement that if we decide to break up, like, I gotta pay you back. Nigga, that's alimony before marriage. What the hell? You feel what I'm saying? Nah, I see his standpoint on it. Like, as a man, I feel like that would make him feel weird. Like, I feel like that's what it was. But turning it down, I feel like that was the red flag only because it could have been like talked about. I feel like that's something that could have been talked about. Like, okay, I don't want you to feel like you my roommate or like you paying me rent, because technically he's not paying rent. You live there. So if something happened and it need to be fixed and she don't got it, how the fuck else is it gonna get fixed? And y'all live here, you gonna let your bitch live in a fucked up house? Right. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not like you don't have a choice at this point. You feel what I'm saying, nigga? If the roof caved in, you gotta get it fixed. Y'all need a roof, not just her. Y'all, you want, because why? You didn't renew your lease. You didn't want, y'all wanted to move in together, not just her. Y'all. You feel what I'm saying? Like she said, it was genuine. So that was throwing me off altogether. And then when you got to the thing about when he asked, "Oh, when you was gonna put me on the deed," that shit right there really pissed me off because, bitch, how the fuck you think you obligated to some shit that she just inherited? Like, come on, my nigga, like you really tripping? Like what? Like her auntie passed and left her something. Y'all aren't engaged, and then that's what I'm really getting to. If you really felt like y'all should own things together, or if that's the case, you should have proposed to that girl, got down on one knee, and proposed to that girl while y'all still bubbling up, and then bubble up, move her out of that house into a house that y'all both own, and then y'all can rent out the townhouse and make money off the townhouse. Stop playing. Like you want to be taken care of. You went to being an established man to wanting to be a taken care of man, but not a taken care of man as in a wife who cook, clean. Y'all don't have no kids, so y'all don't have no real obligations or responsibilities. So she actually could really take care of you. Like she could actually do everything that wife, girlfriend, or whatever the case may be that a nigga want. Like what? Like, yeah, she work or whatever the case may be, but it should be no reason why y'all can't have date nights throughout the week. It should be no reason why y'all can't travel. It should be no reason why y'all can't do things like that. So it's like for you to want to be taken care of to an extent to where you want to put names on deeds, and you feel like because you paying money. Thank you. Like you didn't even want to put a ring on this girl's finger. Let alone fuck putting the ring on the finger. You didn't even want to bring up a conversation to even try to make it sound good. You feel what I'm saying? Like if you had some game, you would have at least brought up like, okay, just said, well, not even that. You say you want a future with me. Yes, I do want a future with you, but that don't mean I'm gonna just put you on the deed of my house. Right. Because what if we get into it and I got your last name and you want to divorce me, but you try to keep my house because I done signed over 50% of this shit to you. You got me up. No, thank you. My auntie left me after she passed. That I wouldn't have had if she wouldn't think about me.
It sounded like he trying to do her like that dude did that lady on that Tyler Perry movie.
And you know, I was sitting over here thinking about that. What was it? Was it alimony? Mm-mm. No, it wasn't alimony. He just left her.
It was I don't know why I was gonna say when the bow breaks, but it's not.
I'm thinking.
It's one of his newer ones, Ashtray, man. That one.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Definitely. I just said that to my cousin earlier today.
All right, we got another one.
Oh wait, hold on. Was that it after he said put me on the deed?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, yeah. You ain't wrong. Quite frankly, I feel like he need to get. I feel like, see, he one of them niggas that you gotta give them an idea, but you gotta present the idea to them
as if it's their idea.
As if it's their idea. Exactly my point. So he can get the hell out of there because he wouldn't be taken care of, boo. He want to wear a skirt, bookie. For sure.
Next one.
Because I done got a little upset off that one.
Like I said, these titles have very little context.
Hoes.
So this one says, marriage after my girlfriend got pregnant.
Marriage after your girlfriend.
He
Not your
says,
wife, your girlfriend.
he
That right there
says,
alone. Go ahead.
he says to get things clear right off the bat, don't play with them. I, 30-year-old male, love my girlfriend, 28-year-old female, very much. We have been together for over 3 years now.
3 plus.
When we got together, I made it clear from the beginning that I just don't do the marriage thing. My parents went through a messy divorce that took years. I've already seen my peers and old mentors go through divorce. I just decided marriage wasn't for me. I also decided that I didn't want kids. So when we got together 3 years ago, she was on board with the idea. Less than a year in, she moved into
she was 25 and he was 27. Young still. Still young. Keep going.
Yeah. Less than a year in, she moved into my house. We became life partners. I got her a promise ring, and that was that. He says, 2 months ago, however.
Hold up. Rewind. They've been together 3 years and she moved in when?
After the first year. Well, less than a year. Less than a year in.
Keep going.
After saying that she was cool with the idea of no marriage and no kids.
Keep going. Keep going.
He says 2 months ago, however, her birth control failed, and she was apprehensive about the thought of terminating the pregnancy.
Can we define apprehensive for
She
the
was
people
against
who may
it.
not know?
Apprehensive means she was like, she didn't really want to do it. I told her it's all right. I own my house outright. I can convert the spare room into a nursery and we can figure it out. Okay. It's not what we wanted, but we can do it.
Okay.
I have a chronic pain condition, so I have to really orientate. So, I have a chronic
Boy, when people say chronic,
it's serious.
I think of the word. Boy, when I tell you,
life threatening.
Boy, I don't know what movie it's an older movie, but I just remember them being that chronic. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They was just like that chronic, and I was like, so
chronic can also mean,
and that's why it's funny to me because it's like I don't think that's what he meant. Chronic pain.
Says I have a chronic pain condition, so I have to really reorientate my life around my new child. But it's what I have to do now. Real nigga. Recently, however, she has brought up the topic of marriage, and I told her my thoughts haven't changed even with the baby. I own a home, I'm growing in my career in healthcare, and have a painful disability. So the thought of fighting it out in court in 10 years if things don't work out is not something I want to do. Which is understandable.
So make her sign a prenup.
She said that it felt fine when it was just us, but she feels a little insecure being unmarried now. I said we could look into some options, domestic partnerships, wills, trust, but I wouldn't get married. She said, okay. We had a good night yesterday. I brought up the situation to some of my female coworkers, and they said that my girlfriend seems pretty dependent on me, and that I'm taking advantage of her naivety.
What?
I said that I said that what we have is completely consensual, and that I have been upfront from the start. So I'm confused about what there is to be taken advantage of.
You can't sit up here and manipulate me because I can't be manipulated. Maybe that's what they're trying to do to him.
Maybe I could get some alternate perspectives here. So am I the A?
Yes and no. Let me tell you why.
On the table with the microphone.
Sorry. Let me tell you why. Here's why. You moved that girl in under a year. Only off the sole fact that she agreed to your lifestyle. Did y'all get to see how y'all are spending the night? Did y'all get to see how y'all are like?
She just moved in.
But he said under a year. They've only been dating for 3 years. So if you saying she moved in under a year, that's literally 12 months and under, 6 months and under. So I honestly and truly would like to know the real definite time frame, because I feel like depending on how long after they started dating she moved in, I don't feel like that would have been enough time to be like, okay, if he spent a night at her house for a weekend, how she act on the weekend. Okay, if he spent a night for a week, how she act during the week. Is she clean? You get what I'm saying? Do she know how to do this? Do she know how to do that? I feel like that's the stuff that you can determine within under a year. You feel what I'm saying? And then you get what I'm saying? Like, because then she ended up pregnant.
Yeah, but I feel like he had those conversations he had with her from the jump, just so that if she wasn't okay with that, they wouldn't waste the time getting to know each other and all this stuff. And he bring up he don't want kids and don't want to get married.
Right, but even then, I feel like saying you don't want kids, I feel like that's like borderline, like surface level, borderline getting deep. Because it's like, okay, you can sit up here and I feel like when you start talking about like family and kids, like you say, people divorced around him and stuff like that, I feel like, yes, that's you getting in deep. You get what I'm saying? I just feel as if he don't feel like it was deep enough at this point, because everything he doesn't want to happen is starting to happen outside of the marriage. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all had something going on. You was a real nigga about it. So that's why I'm bored. That's why I'm 50-50 about it, because he was still a real nigga about it. You got the girl pregnant and you still stepped up. Here's where you are no longer a real nigga. You cannot talk about a chronic pain and you was folding that girl the hell up. How else she got pregnant? What was she on top? That's what you saying? She was on top? Where's the chronic pain at? Because there's no way in hell you sitting up here telling me you a healthcare professional and you got chronic pain, and because of this chronic pain and you being a healthcare professional, you don't want to get married because you don't want to be in court trying to stand up and fight a divorce case, and you got chronic pain in your elbow or some shit. I'm not hearing that. Honestly and truly. You were in chronically in pain where you was bending that girl over.
Well, I mean, he might have been doing the bending when he wasn't in pain.
Mm-mm.
Chronic
Mm-mm.
doesn't necessarily mean all the time. It just means reoccurring.
Sex is a high energy activity sometimes. There's no way in hell you telling me
Depending on how
they
you do it.
have careful, but that's what I'm saying. So you telling me every time they was gentle?
It might have been.
No,
We
I ain't
don't. We
hearing
don't.
that. I
we
ain't
don't. We
hearing
don't know
that.
the dynamics of their sex life.
I feel like it matters in this instance.
It definitely would,
And
but I
I only
don't think.
saying that because he brought it up when he brought up he don't want to be in court fighting a court case knowing he has a chronic disability. And my thing is,
I
well,
just
if
think
that's
he
the case,
said that to like put it in perspective. Like I already deal with chronic pain. I don't want to potentially have to be dealing with a divorce at the same time too. Like I'm not like pretty much saying I'm already dealing with enough. Not necessarily saying that he's going to be in pain in the courtroom or during the
and
hearing and
that's what
stuff
it
like that.
made me feel like he was trying to get at. Like,
No.
bitch, in 10 years, I'm going to be in pain. This shit is going to reach every level it can reach. And you're going to want to. And I also feel like he's allowing other people's situations project onto him. Like, yeah, them your parents. He's just wanted. I'm not even going to say but. His parents went through what they went through. He's just one of those people that doesn't turn they trauma into a good thing. Like, he's allowing that trauma to keep him away from something that could possibly be a good thing. You
Yeah.
know?
But I also feel like people have the right to not want to get married and have kids too at the same time.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. That's why I say he a real nigga for stepping up. You feel what I'm saying? You made her your girlfriend. Her birth control, and then her birth control failed. So that's also another reason why, because it wasn't her fault. It wasn't like, you feel me, she wasn't taking the precautions. You feel what I'm saying? I don't feel like he an a-hole for not getting married. I feel like he just might have to come a little harder as a spouse, because she said she's feeling insecure. Meaning that,
She's feeling insecure about being unmarried.
exactly. And I feel like if at this point they pretty much are married, just without the paperwork, I feel like that could play a part in it too. Like, if if things start to not necessarily be like a marriage, but it's, I don't even want to say cohesive because they're cohesive. It's not like they're cohesive. It's not really like a, because it could also be like postpartum, postpartum insecurity. So it's like, I feel like it would just really be just based off stuff he do to make her feel better at that point. Because you don't want to get married. She's insecure about it. You're coming up with paperwork solutions for if something happened, meaning a will of trust, which is good because if something happened to you or her, y'all kid will be straight, and you making sure she's straight.
Right.
You feel me? But she's obviously not looking for that money security. She's looking for that emotional security, in my opinion. So I don't feel like he's an a-hole.
I think the only thing that would appease that emotional security would for them to get married, and
I don't think
that's just
so.
in my opinion.
And I only say that because people say money can't buy happiness. But like again, I feel like action wise, if you start doing things like,
I was just talking to Corey earlier. I said, "Boy, they say money can't buy happiness, or they say more money, more problems. But I would much rather deal with the problems that come with having money than deal with the problems that come with not having it."
Yeah, definitely.
Like at least when a problem comes around, I can pay for a solution.
And I feel, oh, that's what I forgot to say. I feel like the promise ring is where he messed up. I feel like getting her the promise ring is where he messed up because what are you promising? You don't want marriage, you don't want kids. So what's the promise? To stay together forever?
Yeah, just promising to be faithful to each other.
I feel like that's where he went wrong though. Cause she might be looking at that thing like, dang, I kind of want this to be an engagement ring. Dang, I kind of want this to be a wedding ring. So I feel like that's playing a part on her emotions too. Constantly looking at the promise ring. And then if she don't wear it, he gonna be like, why you ain't wearing your promise ring? Well, I feel like I shouldn't wear the promise ring because you don't want to get married. And it's just a promise for us to stay together and be faithful. And we got a kid now. And I just don't feel like a real family. That's pretty much what she's saying. Yeah, we got money. Yeah, we got a house and shit, but I don't know. White people problems, man. Oh wait, they might not be white. Who knows?
All right, next one. It says, Jesse on.
I'm just saying, man.
It says, telling my sister that if she has a problem with how I'm raising her kids, she can raise them herself.
Oh, this is. Hold on, let me.
Mm.
This might be juicy. You might got to sit back for this one. This sound like some custody shit. This sound like somebody ain't got their shit together.
He said, I, 19-year-old male, live at home with my parents. My sister Ruth, 24-year-old female, and her 1.5-year-old daughter Scarlett. Names changed for privacy reasons. So they all live together. Him, his sister, her daughter, and their parents.
I feel like those are ages that it's okay to still live with your parents. 24, you can still be in school. 25 in school.
He says Ruth isn't exactly the greatest mother.
Oh, shit.
She does do whatever Ruth wants to do, and Scarlett's more of an afterthought for her. My parents and I are basically raising Scarlett at this point, and when Ruth decides she wants to be a mother, she gets involved. I don't love it, but I have taken on a lot of responsibilities with my niece because I want her to have the best life possible and have positive influences to guide her. Yesterday morning, my niece was calling for me when she woke up from a nap. So I did the usual routine of changing her, reading to her, and then getting her a snack. About halfway through her snack, Ruth came downstairs, and when she noticed that I had given her bananas, she got mad. She said that I shouldn't feed her bananas because she'll just mush them into the high chair tray and it would be a bigger mess to clean up later. Said that it would make her life harder later and that I'm being annoying. I told her that if she's got a problem with how I'm caring for her and basically raising her child, then she can start looking after her herself. And that, let's face it, she probably wouldn't have even been cleaning up the bananas later anyway.
I was just going to say that.
She got mad and said that I have no right to judge her parenting and that I don't know how hard it is being a single parent. Am I the a-hole for telling my sister that if she has a problem with how I'm raising her kid, she can raise her herself?
No, you are not. And I only say that because it's one thing to, it would be one thing if he said he's noticed like his sister depressed, or if he's noticed things about his sister that ain't normal. So like things, when it comes to her daughter, it's a secondary thought. But no, straight up off the bat, he said she do what she want to do, and the baby is a secondary thought. First of all, she would have been mad if he wouldn't have came and entertained her baby when she was calling him. That would have been the first thing. Second thing being, it don't sound like she do nothing. So what is the reason for you to not be taking care of your daughter? And she's a girl at that. Like, and that don't make it no difference, meaning as in, oh, girls gotta be taken more because of boys. It's just more so of you can't treat girls a certain way and then when they grow up acting a certain way or doing certain things, you want to chastise them. Like it's in our nature. Like, it's in a woman's nature to be a certain way or do certain things. So it's like if she growing up neglected and stuff and don't nobody in the house pay attention to her, and the older she get and keep going on and keep going on, who's to say she ain't gonna run away? Who's to say she ain't gonna end up with some boy? Who's gonna say she don't end up in the streets getting in trouble? Like, it's so many things that can happen with her being a female that shouldn't happen. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's not cool. Like, and it's your brother at that. It ain't like it's your homeboy or something. Mm-hmm. It's your blood brother. And he ain't worried about you. He's worried about your niece. You should be grateful somebody's worried about your daughter in the household, because if nobody was caring about your daughter, you'd be even more upset. So no, he's not an asshole.
Yeah, I don't think he said enough.
Now, do I feel like that's gonna make her do shit for real? No.
Because what do you mean? what do you mean I shouldn't have given her a banana because she just gonna smush it up in the I-H? She's a year and a half.
That's what she should be doing.
You expecting her to eat a banana like a 23-year-old? And not making no mess, and you not even cleaning up the messes that she make anyway? Girl, go to hell. That was that was the last one.
Oh.
However, I wanted to end this episode off with a video that I seen that almost made me shart on myself. Because I didn't think that the title was was as, what's the word I'm looking for?
Accurate.
Not even accurate. What's the word I'm looking for? What the hell is the word that I'm looking for? It's not
direct.
It's along the lines of direct, but it's a higher caliber word. When I read the title of the video, I thought it was just a euphemism. Meaning that, like,
pause. And don't pick on me because I just asked him what that word means. It's better to ask questions than to go uneducated.
Meaning that I thought it was like something that they were using to explain something else, like watered down, pretty much.
Clickbait. Bro. So let me tell you something. Hope,
because I played it without the sound. It was the sound effect.
Don't touch me. Your car's out. Don't fucking touch me. Predator.
So I saw that video. We was just mad at each other, so I didn't send it to you because I didn't want to get mad if you didn't respond. But babe, I watched that video like 12 times because of the sound. Like,
what possessed you
to just pick up the pumpkin?
A pump out of everything in this supermarket.
Whose grocery store was y'all in? Where were the workers? What time do they close? Because it was nobody that worked there in the front of that store. There was nobody that worked there, up there. Nobody. You got all these niggas in his face. And then you got to be careful about them niggas who sneak around the back.
This man holds 2 hands.
They out here tripping. They out here,
and I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was better or if it was worse that the pumpkin didn't burst.
It was worse that the pumpkin didn't burst. The pumpkin was supposed to burst. The pumpkin was supposed to hit that man in the back of his cranium and at least split. That bitch didn't do anything. And
meaning
then
that all
man,
the impact went to his skull.
And then that man's whole body like locked up. Boom, hit the floor. And when he hit the floor face first. So you got hit in the back of the head and then your face hits the ground. Then he rolled over y'all.
And there was a whole thread of this sexual predator.
Yes, oh my gosh.
Beat on like how they supposed to be. But that one right there was like
sealed deal for me. I didn't
like all of the other ones were humorous,
watching. But that one
and they were satisfying. But that one was comical
as hell. Like, what made you pick up that pumpkin? What made you in the store? Pumpkin. Like, this man, you got the nigga recording. You got somebody next to him talking shit. You got the man that's the predator in front of them. I don't know what he was trying to do.
So I'm gonna have the video in the.
Oh no, I'm just explaining the elements of this. You feel what I'm saying? And then you got that third person who we didn't even know was in. Exactly my point. You didn't even know he was in the video, and it's them niggas who sneak up behind you, like in Sinners when they was talking to that white man in the building that they was buying, and I can't remember which one was smoking, which one was goddamn Stack. But either way, one of them had a gun and one of them had a knife, and the one
Stack is the one that died. No, Smoke died first, I think.
So Smoke is the one with the knife then, because when they was at the door in
Sinners, Stack is the one that died first. Because they always say Smoke first. And the girl asks, am I talking to Smoke or is this Stack? And Stack was the one that was with their cousin. Smoke was by himself.
Yeah.
So Stack died first.
So Stack was the one behind him because he the one that had the blade all the time. Because Smoke was at the door with the gun. I was watching this thing earlier. This lady, she's pretty much a movie director, film writer, whatever. She was explaining the elements or whatever. And she pretty much said that they twins, but y'all notice the physical features like the hats and stuff, but you got to notice their characters. One of them told a gun and the other one told a knife. Mm-hmm. So the one with the knife is the one that snuck up behind the white man. Because the white man was focused on Smoke. Because Smoke had his hand like this and the cracker had his hand like this. It's niggas like Stack you gotta watch out for. He like that nigga that snuck around that man with that pumpkin and bust him upside his head.
Alright, that was another episode of Likkle Table. Thanks to all of our supporters listening in and watching. If you're watching on YouTube and like what you saw, make sure you drop the like on the video for us. Post your comments. Ask us any questions. They'll be addressed in later episodes. Share the video with your loved ones so we can get it in circulation. And subscribe to the channel for us, please. We're sitting at 10 subscribers right now. Trying to get it going. Anything has been appreciated of doing everything will be in the future. If you're listening on any of the other services, an example, Spotify, Amazon Music, A.I.T.H, Apple Podcasts, all that other good stuff, make sure you drop ratings and comments as well so we can know what y'all thought.
Click.
And this is your host, your favorite neighborhood roster.
And your favorite co-host, Tracy. Click.
We're up out of here. Peace and blessings.
Bye.
Last episode was your 10th episode.
Double digits.